Thank you, Judge. I have one more.
Okay.
I don't see names. Is Mr. Nicholas Cambron online?
Nicholas?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Yes.
Judge, he's got a plea on 2 charges. I've provided the plea forms, and I've also had him sign a probation order, a proposed probation order.
Okay, looks like
I believe he has bond up.
looks like he is pleading. He's done the SATOP already. Still got to do the victim impact panel. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. He's pleading guilty. Mr. Cambron, are you pleading guilty to driving under the influence?
Yes.
And you're pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Cambron, I will follow the plea agreement, which is a 2-year suspended position of sentence, and you complete 2 classes.
You've already done one, so you're already into a good start. The other one is an hour and a half, costs $35. You've got 60 days to get that done. Is that going to be an issue?
No, it's not.
Okay. You got court costs of $126.50 on that charge, and on the other charge, city's amending to defective for $225. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, is it Cambron?
Cambron, yes.
Okay, you're going to be on probation to me for the next 2 years. Do you understand that?
Yes.
In addition to do the victim impact panel, you have to have no other violations. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you violate probation, you're looking up to 90 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And if you violate probation and get another DUI, you'll be going to jail. We're clear on that?
Yes.
All right, so hopefully I don't see you again. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Mr. Wahur, is that all you have?
Those are the only 2 I have, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Humphrey, you ready?
I am, Your Honor.
Looks like you've got a John Kesey.
I'm sorry?
John-
John Kesey, yes.
Looks like 2 charges, both amended to disorderly conduct for $528.50 and $278.50.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You have authority on behalf of your client to enter a plea of guilty to the amended charge of disorderly conduct?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. And are the fine monies here coming?
He will grab and pay him this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, so you can pay it. You can pay it today.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can pay it online.
Yeah, you have to give me a minute to go into this.
All right. Give us a few minutes, obviously, to get it assessed in. But other than that, just probably by around 5 o'clock, it should be payable online.
All right, appreciate it.
Is that all you have, Mr. Humphrey?
Payable online.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Did you say payable online?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Raymore.com website.
All right, very good. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Mr. Bagai, you ready? You're muted. Well, you're not muted, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can now, yes. I can now. Looks like you have a Mr.
Okay.
McNamara.
That's correct, Your Honor. We had submitted a plea sheet as well as payment earlier this week. So I'm authorized to plead guilty to the amended charge of defective equipment on his behalf.
All right, I'll approve that. It'll be $225, and you'll be done with that. We'll get you out a receipt.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Durbin, are you ready?
Your Honor.
You've got Lloyd. What are we doing on Lloyd?
Yeah, I've submitted the 2 plea agreements, both to defective equipment. One was for a speeding charge, and the other was for a expired license that he has renewed.
I have not received the plea forms yet. When did you send those?
About 2 weeks ago.
Can you resend them because they're not with your file?
I can resend them.
All right, if those come in, since they're defectives, we can approve those once we get them in.
Okay. Do you want me to stay on the line, Judge?
No, just email them to the court clerk, and when I get them, I'll approve it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Pickett?
Franklin McAfee, Judge.
Yes, what are we doing, Mr. McAfee?
We've sent in plea sheets on him.
I have not received those, and he also needs to be fingerprinted.
Okay.
So we can't do anything until he gets fingerprinted. I can go to July 15th.
July 15th. Thank you, Judge.
He can come in any time to get fingerprinted, but we can't get it wrapped up till he's fingerprinted.
Okay. I will get him in. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. O'Connor, are you ready?
Yes, Judge. I've got 3, I think, on the docket.
Okay.
Looking for if I could do that July 15th date.
I show 2. I show a Robert Babb and a William Becker.
Yeah, and one I just entered on today, I think they said they were going to give it to Sean McCormick.
I think I did that in the back. Did you send over a continuance with that?
Yes.
Okay, then that probably is a July 15th date. Or no, wait a minute. Here it is. That's the one they just got filed. July 15th on that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Mr. House, are you ready?
Yes, Judge. I've got 2 cases. I've got Miranda Downey and a Mr. Lusk.
Okay.
Judge, I've got an offer on Downey from Mr. Marshall. I'm just waiting for her to provide me with the funds to submit that to the court. And then so if we could go to that July 15th date.
All right, July 15th.
And then on Mr. Lusk, that's an appointed case. Been having a little bit of communication issues with him, and I'm working on trying to resolve those. But if we could also go to the July 15 date.
That'll work. Anything else?
That's it, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Captain? Mr. Rambold, are you ready?
Ready. Got 3, please. I've got, these are continuance requests. Tyler Oates.
Hang on, I gotta get your file. All right. Who do you have?
Tyler Oates, Mitchell Latimer, and Rashad Wright Holden.
Well, maybe the other, and hang on. Okay, it's under Bramley, or Tyson. So, Oates, what are we doing on Oates?
Continuance, please.
7:15?
Can we do a different day? Tyson's going to be out of the office that day. I'm going to be here by myself, and we're already kind of booked that day.
Being difficult already. July 22nd?
Sure, that looks good.
Okay. And what about Latimer?
Same request, please.
Okay. And Right?
Same request.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, send them all over that date.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Chris Benjamin?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Eric Ree on behalf of Chris Benjamin.
Okay. Looks like you got Laura Chavez?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe he is on with us, or he should be.
Chavez, are you on here?
He did receive the link, Your Honor.
Danny?
I will.
Danny Laura Chavez, speak up. All right, this is a probation violation. What are we doing today?
Your Honor, this is for a completion of SATOP. He has about 2 weeks left.
He has 2 weeks left of the class. Is he in the 5-week class?
Yes.
SIP?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, we'll set it over to July 15th for proof that he's completed SATOP. Is that the only remaining issue? Or he's done victim impact panel?
Yes, Your Honor. That's the only remaining issue on.
I don't see victim impact done. So you might get with them on that too. Make sure that's done by the July 15th date.
Okay, Your Honor. As far as I knew, the only issue was the SATOP, of course.
Yeah, it looks like he hadn't done either class.
I will check into that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Jim Christensen?
Your Honor, I'm also
sorry,
here on.
You're here on who?
Your Honor, I'm also here on Matthew Mueller.
Oh, all right. Sorry, it was under your name. What are we doing, Mr. Mueller? Is that a plea?
Your Honor, he has already paid those matters, and the court should be in receipt of the payments.
Looks like both will be amended to defective for $225.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you have authority to enter plea guilty to the amended charges on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll approve both defectives for $225. And you said money's already here?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
We'll approve that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Jim Christensen?
Judge, I got Denari White.
Yes. What are we doing, Mr. White?
Judge, I need a little more time on him. I wonder if I could have that July 22nd date.
You can, but he also needs to be fingerprinted. So it needs to be fingerprinted by the next court date. What?
What's that?
He needs to be fingerprinted by the next court date or be in person.
Okay, just have him come in and do it?
Yeah, anytime during regular business hours.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. Don Crow? Nick Katura?
Hello, Judge. I'm here on behalf of Joshua. I think it's
Joshua White? Yes.
Let me get that. Yeah, Joshua White. We've already worked out the plea. I've sent in the agreement, and I've also sent in the check for the payment.
Well, I have a plea agreement, but it's not filled out, and it's not signed, and it's blank.
We mailed everything in on June 11th, Judge, along with the check paying the fine.
Well, hang on, because the one I have is not filled out by Mr. Marshall or signed by you. So let me see if we can find the actual one. So hang on tight, and we'll call you again. Can you check?
Okay.
All right. William Douster?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on the Logan Thompson case. We've entered a plea deal, or agreed to a plea deal with Mr. Marshall. I have that submitted to Raymore Court earlier today with my signature and also Mr. Marshall's, amending the following two closed charge to defective equipment.
And I have that. And is the fine money here, or is it coming in today?
It's coming in today, Your Honor. We have the money. We are going to be issuing a check from our law firm today.
All right, I will approve the plea.
On here as well.
And we'll hold it for check. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Trevor Ferguson? Tyler Frederick? Chad Gardner.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Chad.
Hey, we're here for Ivan Calderon.
Yes, looks like it's being amended to disorderly for 300.
That is correct.
Mr.
You should
Calderon.
already have the check also.
Is Mr. Calderon on here?
I don't see him on there. He was aware of this.
Did you
I
have?
thought we sent the plea and the written waiver, but they put us on the docket. But
Well, that's all right. You have authority to enter a plea form to the amended charge,
yes,
and he's aware that you're amending the charge.
that is correct.
And the fine money, is that in your trust coming in?
We have already mailed that in.
Okay.
When did we mail that in? Should be June 8th. We sent the check.
All right. Sounds good. All right. We'll approve that. Teresa Hensley.
Thank you, Judge.
Howard Hoyt.
Judge, I'm sorry. I'm filling in for Teresa.
Howard was getting ready to get out of here. Let me call him real quick because he's just got one. Mr. Hoyt, you there?
Right, I was reaching for my button and not heard, so I still, I saw that Kristen Woods picture popped up at the bottom, so she's my client. She's supposed to be on here with us.
Right, Mr. Woods, are you on here?
Kristen.
Kristen Woods, I'm sorry.
I've worked out a plea on this case, Judge, with Mr. Marshall, and have sent the form back in where it's being amended to a trespassing charge for $300.
All right, and Ms. Woods, is that your understanding?
Yes.
All right, and you're pleading guilty to the amended charge?
Yes.
Okay, and then is the fine money here or coming in today or tomorrow?
It's going to come in tomorrow. I talked to your clerk, and she said sometime afternoon tomorrow.
That'll be fine. We'll approve. You got till 5, not a problem.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Hoyt.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Roberts.
Yes, Judge.
All right, what are we doing? Janelle Mosley.
Judge, on Ms. Mosley, we've got a written guilty plea and waiver of rights form. You may recall she is in DOC on a probation violation out of Lafayette County. We appeared in Elton a couple of weeks ago on some things she had over there, and you gave her, I believe, 10 days credit for time served. And we're asking for the exact same thing on this charge: 10 days credit for time served, and concurrent with her.
What did you send in the waiver? Because I don't have it with the file.
Well, it should have been sent in, but if not, I can get it emailed over.
Yeah, if you
right
send
now.
in the paperwork, I will approve that. We just need to get the waiver in, and we can go from there.
Get it emailed over right now.
All right, thank you. I'll hold on to it. And then what are we doing on Brian Taylor?
Judge, on Mr. Taylor, we need to request a continuance. We've lost touch with him. We're trying to regain contact with him, and if we can't, then we may end up filing a motion for leave of withdrawal. We'd like another opportunity to get in touch with him.
July 15th, does that work?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, July 15th, and then email us the affidavit on Mosley, and I will approve that for 10. Actually, that would just be 5 days credit for time served.
5 days. Perfect. Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Great. Take care of it.
Mr. Kateri, I found your paperwork with Mr. White. Looks like we've got a plea in here being amended to defective in a school zone for 275. Is that your understanding?
That's correct, Judge.
And you said the money's here or coming in?
Mailed it on June 9th.
Okay.
So
all right.
It should be there.
Should be there. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you sticking around.
Thank you, Judge.
That's one we're waiting on the affidavit. Okay. Tyler Jansen? Ben Jansen? Mike Kinder?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kinder, what are we doing on Mr. Garrett?
Mr. Garrett, this would be a continuous request. We're still working on his reinstatement.
All right, I'm going to set it over to July 15th, but order him to be here if he's not fingerprinted by that date. It needs to be fingerprinted by July 15th, or he needs to be here in court. So we can fingerprint
If he's
him.
not fingerprinted? Okay.
Yes. And then...
otherwise, it's virtual, is that right?
Yeah, you can be virtual if he's fingerprinted, yes.
Okay, is it at 3:30?
3:30 would be, yes. And what do we do on Danielle Myers? You ready for plea on that?
Yes, she's here. She's on the line. If you can see her.
I see her name. Ms. Myers,
the
please
court should
take
have a paperwork.
your name off of mute, or your computer off of mute. All right, I do see. I see you're in a car. Hopefully you're not driving, correct?
No, I pulled over.
All right, that's fine. All right, so it looks, my understanding is you've got 3 charges. The city is amending 1, the stop sign to defective equipment for 225. Is that your understanding?
Yeah.
And then amending the open container to defective equipment for 225? Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes.
I'll approve those 2 pleas. And last, looks like the city's recommending a suspended position sentence 2 years probation on the charge of driving under the influence. Is that your understanding? Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
And Ms. Myers, are you pleading guilty to the charge of driving under the influence?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand you'll be on probation to me for the next 2 years?
Yes.
And if you violate probation, you're looking at 90 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you have 2 classes to complete, the SATOP class and the Victim Impact Panel. Do you understand that?
I do, sir.
Okay, so if you don't do those 2 classes, you could end up in jail. We clear on that?
Correct. I understand.
And if you get another DUI, what do you think is going to happen?
Jail time?
You will be going straight to jail. Are we clear on that? If you get another DUI in the next 2 years and I find out about it, I will revoke your probation. Are we clear? All right, good luck. Hopefully I don't see you again.
Crystal
Counselor,
clear.
how are the funds on this? Are they here or coming in?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kinder?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The funds, the fine money, is it coming in or is it already here?
The fine money should be there already.
All right, then we'll approve that and you'll be good to go.
I'm just telling them.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I think I also have Sean Patton on the docket too. You have?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you, Ms. Myers. What was the name, Mr. Kinder?
Thank you.
Sean Patton.
I don't have another case for you. I would get with my clerk and see. Maybe it's on a different court date. Or do you want to hang on and we can check?
I can hang on.
All right, then we'll come back to you. Spell that last name for me again, Mr. Kinder.
Patton, P-A-T-T-O-N.
Okay, Patton. All right. Sean Lajani?
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon. What are we doing on Mr. or Miss Pollard Coleman?
On Paulette Coleman, we're requesting a continuance on that, Your Honor. We have an offer. We're just waiting to collect the fine money on that.
Okay, July 18th?
That should work, Your Honor.
All right, that's all I show for you. Is that all you got?
No, I have under Trevor Ferguson, David Maxwell.
Oh, there it is. Okay. What are we doing, Mr. Maxwell?
We have a tentative plea agreement with the prosecutor on this. We just received the fine money today. I just need that to clear in our trust, and we can send that in.
All right, I'm going to mark it July 18th for final, even though it was already marked final, but if you've got it ready to go, one more time, July 18th.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, anything else?
And then I'm covering for yes, one more. Under Stacey Shaw, there should be Javon Moore.
All right, I show 2 under Miss Shaw. One is Quentin Denny.
I would just request a continuance on that one. I didn't have that person, but I'll inform her.
I'll do the July date. Let her know that he needs to be fingerprinted.
Will do.
And then the other one I have is Javon Moore, who also needs to be fingerprinted. Even though their police sheets here, we don't have fingerprints yet.
So he has to do the fingerprints before he'll accept the plea?
Yes, I have to have the fingerprints by Supreme Court rule. So I'll set that over to July 18th. Let her know if it's not done, he needs to be here in person. We're going to have him come in person if the fingerprints aren't done.
Okay.
Otherwise, he can come up during regular business hours to get fingerprinted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr.
I
Kender?
figured it out on Mr. Patton. Apparently the case was dismissed to go state.
Yes, I just could have a note in my hand saying that. So
the case was dismissed.
You won here. But it has been dismissed.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to let you know I figured it out.
All right. Good luck to you. Mr. LaJohn, are you back? Oh, no, that was continued.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kinder. Somebody on Gregory Mitchell?
Honor, Larry Levine here on behalf of Mr. Mitchell.
Okay, Mr. Levine. Sorry about that. I couldn't read who the attorney was, so... All right, what are we doing on Mr. Mitchell? It's like...
So that's a set aside and a plea to the amended charge.
All right, looks like it's being amended to trespass for $400. Is that your understanding?
That's our understanding, Judge. Yes.
All right, I will approve the amended charge and the plea, and we've got the money already here, so you're good. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Your Honor.
James Myers. Craig Napier. Mr. Napier, what are we doing on
Good
Leach?
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, let me pull this up.
I just gave him 2 folders.
Which case did you ask me about, Judge?
Leach.
Judge, Leach is one we had set for trial next week, and my client is working in Pennsylvania, and I am asking for continuance. I did speak with Mr. Marshall about that, and he didn't have an objection. If you could give me a couple of months, that way he can pay for plane tickets and be here, rather than, in a financially sound way.
All right, and is this for trial still?
Yeah, I believe it is. If we can get something worked out on it ahead of time, I'll go ahead and call it up by WebEx and plea it. But at this stage, it still is for trial.
All right. August 26th, or do you need more time?
That should be good because I'm running into... Yeah, I have another trial that day, but that's okay. We'll just do them both.
All right, August 26th at 6 o'clock for trial.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it.
All right.
And then I have Mr. Baird, who's on the line to accept the plea agreement today, Judge.
All right. Mr. Baird, please speak up. Philip Baird?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
There you are. You've been on here a while, so I wasn't sure who you were holding for, but glad you're still here. All right, Mr. Baird, looks like we've got 4 charges. One's being dismissed. 2 are being dismissed. The traffic control is being amended to defective equipment. Is that your understanding? Counselor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Counselor, is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then all right, and then look like the last charge is driving under the influence. City is recommending a 2-year SIS, SATOP, VIP, and recoupment costs. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baird, are you pleading guilty to the charge of driving under the influence?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you understand you're going to be on probation to me for the next 2 years?
Correct. I understand that.
And you might have heard me last time, if you get another DUI in the next 2 years, what do you think is going to happen to you?
I will probably end up in jail.
That's right. So hopefully I don't see you again. You do have 2 classes to complete as conditions of this.
Sir.
Good, that's good. You have 2 classes to complete as conditions of your probation. You understand that? Have you started those classes?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
You have?
Yes. I've not completed the classes yet, but I do understand.
Okay. Well, you get those on.
Yes, SATOP scheduled for next month, Judge.
Good, because you got 60 days to get them both done. So let's get them done, and then you don't have to worry about this case anymore. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Judge, I believe he has some money up for his bond in the DWI. If you could take his costs and everything out of that.
Yes, I saw a
and
cash
send
bond.
him the balance. That would be great. Super.
Okay. And, all right, and what are we doing with Baird? Oh, that's one we just did. Okay.
With who?
No, I'm sorry. You got Hawker?
Hawker, I believe that is a plea, Judge. It should be there with the money.
Okay. Yes, we do have the money here. There is a plea sheet, so I will approve it. Defective equipment for $275. Is that your understanding?
It is, Judge.
Okay. And then last, you have Molman.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Molman has hired me on his probation violation. We have submitted that he's completed VIP now, and also he has SATOP, the screening scheduled. We probably should have just asked you for 120 days when we did the plea, as he's a tax attorney and had some personal mishaps in the busiest time of his year. So we will have that done. If you give me to, an August date, I know he'll have SATOP done, as he's got the screening scheduled for next week.
All right, I'll do the August 26th since you'll be here anyway, and that gives him plenty of time to get that completed.
Great. We'll turn it in as soon as we get that done, Judge.
All right, sounds good. Is that all you have, Mr. Napier?
I think so. Everybody have a good day.
You too. Chris O'Connor.
Morning, or good afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon.
I have Crystal Achugo.
Yes, what are we doing with Miss Achugo?
I've reached an agreement with the prosecutor, Your Honor, and she needs to get money together. So could we go to July 22nd?
July 22nd at 3:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And what are we doing on Harvey?
Sir, request for continuance, Your Honor.
Actually, it's in warrant status. Is she here?
I do not believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. And it's actually set for bond forfeiture today. It's already been a warrant, and it's on the docket for cash bond forfeiture because she has a $350 cash bond forfeiture. So if she doesn't show up by the end of the docket today, she's going to lose that money. You might try to get a hold of her.
It's a mystery, Your Honor.
Because she's got quite a stack of charges here.
I agree.
And they're all set for final bond forfeiture. All right, well, if you get a hold of her, we'll be here till about 6:30. Otherwise, she already has warrants. It's going to be final bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. O'Connor. Yeah. Russell Powell?
Not guilty.
Where'd you go?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I have Justin James.
Oh, okay. Your picture went away. There you are. What are we doing, James?
It's a continuance request, Your Honor.
July 15th or 22nd?
The 22nd works.
Everybody always takes the longer date.
Perfect. Thanks, Judge.
Is that all you have, Mr. Powell?
That's it.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Service. Henry Service?
Yes, Your Honor. Hello, I have Arius Jackson.
Yes.
So, and but she's paid she's paid the fine. I have the check right here, and so I'm not sure.
What do you mean she's paid the fine?
We sent the check in.
I haven't seen it. I don't have a plea form, and I don't show she's paid these charges.
We did both of those.
On a Arius Jackson?
Right. So is that who you have me for, Arius Jackson?
That's who
I also have someone else.
That's who I'm calling right now, is Arius Jackson. Yes.
All right. So what we have here in our file is I have the check that we sent to you guys June 17th, and they said we didn't have to appear if we sent it. And
when did you send it?
We did. So the date on the check is 5/17/2021.
Well, I'll double check, so just hang tight, all right? We'll come back to you. You have another? I don't have another case for you. Do you have another case?
No, that's everything for me.
All right, just hang tight. We'll track it down, see if we've got something on that. All right, Brady Shelton.
Unmute. There we go. Afternoon, Judge.
Afternoon. Got Pavlicek.
Yes, Judge. I've got, this is a client that I've got that's got 11 separate ticket numbers here. I've been in contact with Mr. Marshall about trying to resolve these with some sort of a global settlement. When last we were here on this, there was a bit of confusion between this and another set of cases that Ms. Hensley represented the same client on. There was some confusion between Ms. Hensley, myself, and Mr. Marshall on which cases were part of the plea that has already been entered. We've since been able to resolve that, but have been unable to resolve a global settlement on this. Got his driving record out to Mr. We're just waiting to hammer out some of the details on that. If I could request a final continuance on this, that would give me time to get that sorted out and have my client let out the next time we arrive.
Okay, July 15th?
I feel like I may have a trial that day. Let me confirm that. Okay, not anymore. I can do that, Judge.
All right, July 15th at 3:30.
I'm sorry, did you say 15th or 13th?
15th, 1-5.
I'm sorry, 15th, I do have a trial that day.
July 22nd?
That I can do.
All right, I'm going to mark that final because these cases are getting old.
Understood. And Judge, you earlier called a case for Tyler Frederick. I believe that I'm going to cover that for him if I can. He was under the impression that's been continued. I just want to confirm that.
All right, let me get yours written up on this case real quick, and I'll pull that one out.
Whenever you're ready.
It looks like he's got a David Moriarty.
And Judge, Mr. Frederick asked that I ask that be continued also to July 22nd. He's got another one on that July 22nd date also.
Okay, July 22nd. It is the 15th, though, but you're right. All right, yes, I continue that July 22nd.
I'm sorry?
July 22nd.
Very good.
All right. Mr. Simons?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bradley Blood for Mr. Simons.
Okay. What are we doing on Briscoe?
I'd like to request that July 22nd date if we can.
I'm sorry, what?
Can I request that July 22nd date if we can?
Okay, on Briscoe?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll do that. Mr. Service, on your client, Arias Jackson, we've got no paperwork on that.
So I'm seeing here, Your Honor, that we have emails and we have the plea information, everything, and the check. I could send that in again to Mr. Marshall if you need.
Well, you sent it to the court, not to Mr. Marshall. So if you've got a plea agreement with Mr. Marshall, send that with a copy of the checks to the court, and we'll get that approved.
All right.
I'll set over to July 22nd just to confirm.
Okay. What date did you say?
July 22nd.
July 22nd. So I'll be out of town then, but
I'll do July 8th.
I would have to come if we have it in though, right?
July 18th?
July 18th, that's a Sunday.
15th, July 15th, I'm sorry. July 15th is the correct date. I keep saying 18th, but it's 15th.
I have a trial all day that day.
Well, we can go to June 24th. If you have everything ready to go, we can do it next week. Otherwise, I'm pushing out to August.
So I can have it in, but we'll have to probably go out to August because I'm going to be out of town. What
Well, if you get it in, you don't need to be on here. It's just a no insurance registration. So if we have the police sheet and the money, I can approve it.
I can take that. I can take the July dates that you were giving me if I don't have to come.
All right, July 18th, and then if we have everything, July 15th. July 15th, if we have everything, you don't need to be here.
All right, July 15th. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Now, if anybody shows up on July 18th, I apologize. Miss Stark, what are we doing on Christopher Taylor?
Hi, Your Honor. I'm here with my client, Mr. Taylor, and this is a series of peace disturbance tickets that Mr. Taylor has received since last August. I had been in talks with Mr. Marshall. Mr. Taylor is getting these tickets at a rental facility that he rents space from, that he works on old vehicles in. And he is in the process of moving locations because he seems to keep having issues with this one lady that keeps making these complaints. Because of COVID and the demand for rental units, he's had a hard time finding somewhere to move to, but he is in the process of packing up and moving. So I guess I would ask for one last continuance. I'm not sure if Mr. Marshall has been in contact with the complaining witness recently, but there have not been any new violations.
If I might interject, Judge.
Yes, Mr. Marshall.
Yeah, I have been in contact with the complaining witness on this, Judge, and my suggestion is we set this thing for trial next week.
You want to set this for trial next week?
Oppose any continuance. It's a trial night.
I can't do next week. I will be out of town.
I can do July 22nd as a trial date.
I could do that night.
Okay, July 22nd at 6 p.m. for trial.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. All right, Anthony Tata.
Good afternoon. I've got this one case. Thomas Floyd, it's the first setting. If we can do the July 22nd.
All right, and he needs to be fingerprinted.
Yeah, so I'll try to get him in there, and if not, I'll tell him he has to be at court July 22nd.
All right.
At 3:30. If he had to come to court, would it be the same time?
No, I mean, if you come to
Like, he
court in
wasn't
person,
fingerprinted, 'cause-
well, it's the first time. I'll give them a couple times to get fingerprinted. The other ones had been continued 3 or 4 times. That's why I ordered them to be here. This is your very first court date, so I'll give him a couple chances to get on his own, get fingerprinted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
So July 22nd, 3:30 virtual. We'll see you then.
Correct, yes. Ty Gibbons, Jan Vader. Jan Vader. James Wright.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I have Gerald Sheely.
Okay.
And we have a signed plea agreement worked out with the prosecutor, Mr. Marshall, and charges amended for $350 in costs. And we'll pay that tomorrow.
I do not have that paperwork. Did you send it to the court? Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Looks like it just came in.
I did very, very, very recently. I'm sorry, Your Honor, for not
That's
getting
okay.
it sooner.
Looks like it's being amended to littering for $350.
That's correct.
All right. I did receive it, and you said the payment's coming in tomorrow?
Yes, it'll be paid online tomorrow.
All right. Then that is fine. Okay, and then...
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Mr. Rogers?
Yes, Your Honor. Jim Myers asked me to hop on. He had to step out of our office unexpectedly. I'm covering for him on the Benjamin Dugan tickets.
Okay, I found those. What are we doing on those?
Your Honor, it's my understanding we've reached a recommendation with Mr. Marshall to dismiss the insurance ticket and otherwise amend the other citation to defective equipment at 225.
I do not have those into the court yet. I will continue it. You can get those in. Do you have? When did you send those to the court?
Those are all great questions I'd love to be able to answer for you.
Why don't we set over to
I'm just not in a position to do it.
15th, July 15th at 3:30.
Yeah.
And if we have the paperwork, I can approve those. That doesn't require, well, that does because it's an accident, so we will need to take it up on July 15th.
July 15th, 3:30. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Crow, how are you, sir?
I didn't get the memo.
That's all right. We had that earlier.
That's all she gave me back, so I'll go get that.
And I'll write it up. All right, Mr. Crow, sorry about that. Okay, you were the first one I called online.
Oh, really? And I wasn't there.
You weren't there. All right, so who are we starting with?
Let's start with Dakota Wood. Judge, that's a... We're going to enter a plea of guilty on that. He left his tags on a car that he sold.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was an ordinance violation. I would ask that the court would consider $5 plus court costs on that.
Is that really what the charge is?
I know it's not a good idea to do that, but I didn't realize it was against an ordinance.
Oh, he was driving, he bought a vehicle, had tags on it, and was driving somebody else's.
Oh, is that what it was? All right. Well, he told me the different story.
Yeah,
So.
he was driving, I didn't think that was an ordinance what you were saying either. Looks like he purchased a used vehicle and just kept the tags on it.
I see. Okay.
But I will do a $50 fine and costs. Does that work?
That works. We'll pay that today.
All right, and then who do you have next?
Johnson, and they were here earlier and I missed them, so I don't think we were ready to dispose of that anyway. Can we go to actually July 22, or if you can go into August, that would work.
8-5?
I'll be gone the first week.
August 26th?
That'll work. $3:30 virtual?
Yes.
Thank you. Atkins, Charles Atkins.
Hang on 1 second. Charles Atkins. Yes.
Actually, I'd like that same date, that 8/26, if we can on that.
Mr. Atkins. Now, if you want to come in person, you don't want to do virtual, just come about 4:30.
Okay, that'll be fine. If I'm out this direction, that becomes easier.
Yes. All right, and then McColgan?
I don't have that.
Looks like it's being amended.
Okay, that's probably on its way, Judge.
I have a plea sheet, and so we have the money, so yes.
Oh, we're good to go then. All right.
We good.
That's why I don't have that ticket. That's call.
It looks like it's being amended to littering for 500.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. And last I have is Ricky Roper.
Judge, this became a little more complicated after I got here. He did indicate that you had represented him in the past.
I'm currently representing.
But I didn't know that until I got here, Judge.
Oh, okay. You
Now,
know it? Okay.
I know it now. Actually, what occurred on that is Mr. Marshall refused to amend it because of the high speed. He did invite me to take it up with the court. I don't know that you want to do that.
No, I cannot do that. So let me get Ms. Furr out here and find out. Do we have a date Mr. Lewis is filling in as judge, or? All right, we're going to need a special judge in this case. Oh, it's already been marked a special judge too. So why don't we just give you July 22nd? No, what date did we give you? August
8/26, if that's.
8/26. Why don't we give you 8/26?
I'll come at 4:30 at that time.
Well,
you want to do
what
that?
I'll do is probably just set something up between you and Mr. Sekulis, and you guys can do it virtual.
Okay, that'd be fine.
I hate to have him come out just for one
Okay,
meeting.
well, all right. Do you want me to make contact with him?
Let us let him talk to him first. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a problem with Mr. Sekulis. He fills in all the time here, but I just let us reach out to him, make sure he can be the judge on it, and then Donna will send you both an email.
Okay.
Or either one. Or Clayton Jones, too, is another one.
Who?
Clayton Jones.
Either one's fine, Judge. I don't really care. Yeah, that's fine. Either one, and then I'll arrange with them, and we'll do it virtually.
And knock it out. That way he doesn't have to come out.
That works. Either one works. And I apologize. I didn't. I thought that if, in fact, you didn't represent him at this time, we could probably do something with it. But I didn't know the rest of the story, and I apologize.
Right. And Clayton comes out here, so sometimes if it's Clayton, they'll probably...
If Clayton's on the docket sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll reach out
Okay.
to him that.
Appreciate that, Judge.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
Just leave that open date, and she'll call me.
Yes. I will email you both to make sure that you guys are on top of it.
Now, I would suspect that I'm going to be asking for a suspended imposition probation, so I'll have to have him online with me, I suspect.
Yes, I would have him online, yes.
That'd be my guess. That'd be what I would want, but
Yes.
thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, let me try this. Jan Vader? Jan Vader? Jan? All right, we'll do the court one now. Shane Clary, come on up to the podium. All right, Mr. Clary, where are we at with this? Looks like this is a probation. You need to get back on a payment plan?
Yes, Your Honor, if possible. You know, I've been homeless, living out of my vehicle, trying to maintain, working 2 jobs. Well, I wrecked my vehicle, lost both my jobs. I got a new job. Things have just been going.
Would you rather do community service, or?
I'd much rather make the payments. I mean, if I could do both, that'd be great. So it's a priority to knock it out. You know, I mean.
Right, you could do both, or you can do payment plan. I'm just trying to help you out. If you tell me. How much do you owe? Do you know?
I think I still owe like maybe $800.
Where you at with SATOP and VIP?
See, that's another thing. I haven't completed those either, just because of the issues that I was having with, you know, where I was living and actually my car being wrecked.
Well, Mr. Clary, this case is starting to get a little old.
I understand, Your Honor. That's what I do.
All right.
It's a priority of mine to get it done. I'm trying to get it taken care of. I really am.
Well, I'd rather you get the SATOP and VIP done before the payment.
Okay.
Have you scheduled the SATOP?
No, I haven't, just because, you know, I've been overwhelmed with everything else. I mean,
okay. Well, they're going to be here today.
Okay.
Midwest ADP will be here. So why don't you stick around? You got court? I mean, are you working today?
I'm supposed to be at work at 7 p.m.
Well, they'll be here long before that. They'll probably be here in 20 minutes or so. And get the SATOP VIP scheduled, and let's do a review date of July 15th. Actually, let's do July 15th review date. And what I'm more concerned with is you getting the SATOP done, the victim impact panel, than paying the court money.
Okay.
Because I think you need to get those classes done. They'll help you in the long run. All right, so get with Midwest ADP, and they should be here in the courtroom. We're allowed back in the courtroom now, so they'll be here tonight.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and get those 2 classes scheduled.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Jan Vader. Jan Vader. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Show cause 621. Court. Can't switch without canceling one, right? It is the same one twice. And then, so I think I have to cancel to do the next meeting. All right, Mr. Parker, can you hear me?
Me?
Austin Parker.
That's me.
All right. Mr. Parker, looks like you emailed me some community service.
Yes, sir. Yesterday I did.
It's like that.
Go
ahead.
Email it in or to, what's it called, or to mail it in. So I got a hold of the court yesterday and the lady told me to email it, so.
All right. So how many hours you got done?
35. Am I still over? Like a half hour, an hour over?
Oh, I'm sorry. You paid $50, so you only did 35, so you did more. I was looking at the $400 figure. So yes, you've got all the community service done. You are completed with us. You're on probation, but you will expire. So you're all wrapped up.
Okay, and out here I got a notice in the mail that says my license is suspended out here. So what do I just go to the DMV now? And because obviously I can't have any proof that I still have the community service thing, but I don't have any logs from you guys that like proof that I got anything done. So I don't know if you maybe can email me something that I could take to the DMV up here.
Well, you probably need to talk to the DMV and find out why you're suspended. If it's because of this conviction.
It's because it's an out-of-state.
Yeah, so you need to find out what they need you to do to get reinstated. We're not holding up your license. We just send down the conviction, and they make up what they need you to do to get reinstated. So you need to talk to the Arizona DMV and find out what needs to be done. Okay?
Yes, sir. And I want to thank you guys not only for the lesson, but also for, kind of taking it easy on me like that. I didn't deserve that at all, and I really appreciate it. I've learned.
Well, good. Glad to hear that. Hopefully we don't see you again.
No, sir, you won't, I promise.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir, have a great day.
You too. Austin Listenberger?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He's right here.
All right. All right, Austin, what are we doing with your domestic assault case?
Is that new about your case? My brother and I kind of got upset at my brother.
Okay. Have I arraigned you on this? Did I arraign you back in? No, I have not arraigned you. Okay, hang on. Let's back up. So you were charged with domestic assault from March 31st of this year. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The maximum punishment for that offense is up to 90 days in jail and or up to a $500 fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You do have the right to attorney. If you can't afford one, you may seek appointed counsel. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And last, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. How did you want to plead to this charge?
Guilty.
All right. And you're pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you currently at?
Pettis County assisted living.
What county?
Pettis County.
Okay. So you're in an assisted living home?
Yeah.
Looks like you have a court administrator.
You have a court administrator? No. Yes. You have a guardian? No. No, you don't. No.
Okay. All right. It looks like you were 1 day in jail. You spent it.
Just for 1 day? No.
Well, I gave you a signature bond on March 31st. Did they arrest you and then you get out later that day?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a 1-year suspended position of sentence. I just don't want you to have any issues with your brother. That's the only condition. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just stay out of trouble, and then this will stay off your record.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any phones?
No phones. We are back to
Nobody's showing up.
probably true. Mr. Lopez, right?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, Mr. Lopez, you're supposed to do the white top class. You get that done?
Yeah, I have a certificate right here.
All right, let me see the certificate. You got the essay?
They collected them.
And what did I tell you? When I ordered it, what did I tell you about the essay?
I had to bring it to you. Oh, it's just been so long. You know what I mean?
Well, then you have to write another one. You don't get a free pass just because you don't listen to me.
Oh shoot, I didn't know. Cause they were like.
And what did I say? I said they're going to take it from you, and they're going to tell you they're going to send it to me, and they don't. Remember that speech?
Oh my god.
That's when you listen to the judge.
Yeah.
Because the judge knows best.
I'm sorry. I forgot. Totally forgot.
Well, have a seat. Write me an essay because I want to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, I set one of the back tables just in case somebody else comes in. You sit at the table so it's easier to write.
Yeah, so I think we'll do that. We'll do a random letter day. Yeah, I can do that. I think we can actually get an app.
Oh, there probably is an app for that.
Like a random letter day.
I'm sure there is an app for it. And it's quite free. I know when I pushed that thing. You know, when I help the app and I download that video and there's it's free, so it's free.
And especially like if you're online and somebody does something, I'm sure you work with that. It's like everybody's doing it.
I
assistant on the phone, and she could hear you call my name. And she was saying something, and she said, they can't hear me.
Oh, because I never heard her call anybody. It was black, like you had your video off. And then when we came back, we could see your chair and nothing there. And so we waited a while.
Probably because I was running around trying to talk to you on the phone.
Got on and said, if she would have gone on and said, I'm her assistant, she's in trial, I would understand.
Well, I don't know whether it wouldn't let you hear me because I was on a WebEx already, and I had 2 computers going because my client was there. Anyway, I have money to pay the agreed upon amount.
Okay, that was just a registration, right?
Yeah, but he had a warrant out because he didn't appear, so we had to do all that good stuff.
I think I sent it back, you could pay it, not a problem.
Okay, thanks so much,
You're
Judge,
welcome.
I apologize.
Yeah, if there's something like that, just even have them email us. I mean, I don't think I need it if you just paid it. So in March, I had no signal at all. And then when I hooked this thing up temporarily, I had 4 bars open. And I'm like, on the other side of the house, getting put up. So I said, all right, we'll take it down. And then once the leaves come on, we said that skip it work. And I said, spend some money. I want to make sure it works for us. I had to take it back there 2 weeks ago. And then we put it on the server, and it says we have 4 bars used. But it's not on. Somebody says, oh, there's no power. That's not. Oh my goodness, there's so much. So then I'm like, it didn't look very well. Well, maybe there's just kind of power. But that's why I was saying that as well. It said, I didn't call you. Well, you have signal strength, but you're not seeing it correct. So then this weekend we had to put the other one back up, and it is amazing. I was sitting on HBO Max on my TV off my phone. Yeah, it doesn't. So now I'm finding it like that. Far, even though it's much of a call than I can stream. But now when the 2 bars up, you can watch on the phone, you can't send it to TV. 4 bars.
You can come right up to the podium, ma'am.
Hi, how are you today? I'm well, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Well, Don, make sure we turn that YouTube off too. Thank you. Ms. Parker?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Parker, looks like you've got 1 charge of driving while suspended. I arraigned you in January. What are we doing with this charge?
I paid so I went on Friday and I paid the $50, the outside bond, but they said they didn't get it yet. So they said they were going to use that towards I guess the fines or whatever it is.
Yeah, you posted a $50 bond. We do show that in Grandview, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And so I need the hold lifted so I can get my license back.
Okay.
I already paid.
Hang on. If
Go
you
ahead.
plead guilty to this, you're looking at losing your license for another year.
Okay, so how?
Have you talked to an attorney?
I haven't. Okay, so I haven't talked to one yet. So what it was, I paid the reinstatement fee I paid the $80 reinstatement fee to get my license back.
Okay.
Or however, and so they said that you guys have a hold on my license or however. So Jeff City said that you guys have a hold.
Okay.
And in order to get the hold lifted to get my license, I would have had to come to court, pay whatever other fines it is. Then they would email Jeff City and say, okay, I got everything done to get the hold lifted so I can get my license. So that's
correct.
what I'm going for.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my license to try to get everything taken care of.
Is this your only pending case?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to plead guilty, I will keep this off your driving record with the condition that you come back within 60 days with a valid license.
Okay, and when I spoke to Jefferson City, they said as long as the hold, when I spoke to someone, they said they would email them today and let them know I came and did everything. I paid the reinstatement fee on yesterday. So they said, Jefferson City said they should see that on Monday or Tuesday because it takes 3 days. And then once they receive the email from you guys that the hold is lifted, they will go ahead and send me my license. So it's, it possibly I could have my license back within next week. I'll be reinstated and have them back next week.
Okay.
So that's what I'm just trying to do,
All
trying
right.
to get my license and do right.
I understand.
And get everything taken care of.
So do you want to plead guilty to the charge?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
I'll accept your guilty plea. I'm going to suspend imposition of sentence. I'm going to put you on probation for 1 year.
Okay.
All you're going to pay is court costs of